Hey, my name's Amber Renee, and I'm super pumped to be sharing with you my top 6 Facebook page hacks. I've even got a little fancy whiteboard action happening today. The Facebook algorithm is causing Armageddon. I'm seeing so much craziness happening in the newsfeed, and I know that people are just going nuts over this. Does it mean the end of your Facebook page? No, it just means that we need to go be a little bit more intelligent with what we're posting and how we're posting. So I'll just double check that you guys can hear me okay. If everyone can hear me, please let me know. So everyone, today let's start off. I'm going to share with you what the actual algorithm means. So not the algorithm, what the Facebook page update means. So what did Zuckerberg actually mean, and what was a translation to what he was saying? Then I'm going to give you my top 6 strategies around how you can actually hack the algorithm. It's not really a hack, but just what you can do to get organic reach back into your Facebook page. So first up, I want you to share this with a business owner or a boss babe or any groups that you're in that you know have heaps of business owners, or anyone that you know who is actually going to be affected by this change, right? So any boss babes, business owners, anyone who runs Facebook page owners, anyone who is reliant on a Facebook page for their business, please share this with them because it's super important information. So first up, I also want to know, are you surprised about this? Like, did you think that this was going to be a surprise? How are you feeling about it? Are you freaking out about it? And are you looking for the loopholes? So are you looking at how you can get around this and how you can get your engagement back? So I'd love to know what the general vibe is of my peeps. Like, are you guys freaked? Or like me, are you looking for the opportunity? Because as you know, with every change, there comes opportunity. And with a big change like this comes a big opportunity. So this is how I'm looking at it, right? There are 3 types of posts on Facebook. There is post by friends, there is post by pages, and there's paid advertising. Facebook wants more posts of friends. So either the paid advertising or the fan page posts have to go. So obviously, paid advertising isn't going to go anywhere. Facebook has advertising budgets that they have to meet. So it means that they need to make space by getting less engagement in the fan pages. So let's actually look at what the Facebook update said, and let's decipher what Zuckerberg actually said. So they said that the research shows that when we use social media to connect with people we care about, it's good for our well-being. But passively reading articles or watching videos may not be as good. So what does that actually mean? Well, Facebook wants you to have a good experience on the platform. And they're saying that that good feeling, that good experience comes from interaction with people, not from just passive consumption of content. So that's your first little clue that you need to know there. So Facebook wants you to have a good experience, and they're saying that a good experience comes from interaction. Now, Facebook little decipher trick number 2, Facebook said you'll see less public content from businesses, and the public content you'll see will be held to the same standard as your friends' content. So it should encourage meaningful interactions. So what does that actually mean? Well, it means that businesses need to create content that builds community and engagement, rather than just blasting out broadcasts and blasting out sales pitches. So building community and engagement is where we're headed on Facebook, and what Facebook wants us to do with our fan pages. And then translation and little Facebook trick number 3 is saying that Facebook said that we're going to prioritize exchanges that took more time and care. So what does that actually mean? Well, it says that they want pages to respond and to act like a human, and to create more meaningful connections and engagements with their audiences. And they're the kind of pages that will win newsfeed real estate. So they're not saying that they're going to get rid of organic reach altogether. They're saying that they want our pages to build community, build engagement, and to start acting like you do with your friends' pages. So my 6 hacks are actually around how to start doing that. I want to know, do you guys have a fan page? I would love to know who has a fan page, who is a business owner here, and who has a fan page, and who's starting to see engagement dropping on their fan page. In fact, you know what? Why don't you drop your fan page on the comments right now? Because I would love to hear who you guys are. I love connecting with my audience and hearing more about you. So if you have a fan page, drop your fan page in the comments below so that we can all find out who you are and what you do, and leave us like a little 1-sentence liner about what your business is and what kind of area of business that you're in. Okay, so now let's dive into my top 6 Facebook hacks. And the first hack is not really a hack. We've kind of already talked about it already. But Facebook wants you to act like a human. So what does that mean? Well, they want you to use your Facebook page to create a community and engagement in the way that you would a group. So I know we've all been in Facebook groups, right? And the way that you act in a group is a little bit different from the way that you act on a fan page. Because when you're in a group, you're like, having conversations and you're coming back in and rejoining conversations that you left before. You're leaving long and thoughtful comments and you're really engaging with people in a group. And that's how you act on your personal page as well, right? So on your personal page, you're like, you know, leaving thoughtful interactions like, you look so beautiful in that, love to travel there one day, or great to see you. So you're leaving like really long, thoughtful comments and you're coming back to conversations that you left previously. So this is what Facebook wants you to do on your fan page. So they want you to ask open-ended questions. So, you know, questions that are thought-provoking, that create conversations. And they want you to create a bit of a community interaction on your fan page. So asking your audience for thoughts and opinions is a really great way, asking for recommendations or experiences, or really just figuring out how to create community and connection, because this is what Facebook is deeming as a high priority. It's saying that when you interact with your friends, you have a feeling of community and connection. So this is what they want you to cultivate on your fan pages. So gone are the days where we could just like blast out like sales messages and blog posts and leave the conversation. You know, I'm so guilty of this on my fan page. I just blast out content. I don't engage in any kind of conversations on my fan page. So those days are over. So Facebook is telling us that they want to put engagement first and foremost. And to win in that world, you need to create an active user experience for your fans on your page. So a couple of really simple ways to do this. So obviously, human replies, you know, when you see someone commenting on your fan page, going back and engaging in the comments. So, you know, starting a conversation. What Facebook doesn't want to see is a one-way street in the comments. So if you know those fan pages that you go to and it's just the posters commenting, so the page never re-engages with those posters. So that is not what Facebook wants anymore, because Facebook sees that as a one-way street, and that's the kind of thing that's going to make your engagement dive. So that signals to the algorithm that that the post isn't engaging. You know, no one's coming back and talking about the post. So that's what Facebook is wanting. So a post that is encouraging conversations that people are coming back to. So a post that is worthy of sharing. So this is what Facebook is looking for on the platform. And the other way to get more engagement on your post, just whilst we're talking about acting like a human, is to actually post using the Facebook scheduler. So I know that we are all guilty of using automated schedulers like Meet Edgar and Hootsuite and, you know, anything else that just automates your Facebook posting. Like, I am totally guilty of this. I schedule up weeks of Facebook content and never go onto my page. Well, those days are over as well. So removing third-party automation schedules in favor of actually using the in-platform scheduling capabilities that Facebook have will increase your organic reach. So there's been tests that are done that have shown that a third-party scheduler like a Meet Edgar or a Hootsuite or any of those ones actually lowers your engagement. Isn't that crazy? Because I don't know about you, but I use them all the time. So removing third-party schedulers and using the native Facebook page scheduling platform is a really great way to get your engagement up immediately as well. So that is my first tip for your Facebook page hacks, is to act like a human. Now, guys, I want you to go ahead and type the answer yes in the comments below if you have any if you want to grab these hacks for later on. So a lot of these hacks that I'm about to share with you, I've got numbers and crunching and everything going in there. If you comment yes, I'm just going to be able to send that straight to you in a PDF, and you can grab the 6 hacks and save them for later on. So quick shout out, Vivian is a cosmetic in Sydney. Amy Faye has noticed a lot of drops in one of my pages. Georgie wants this download, and Trishy is an independent consultant with Roden and Fields. Freaking amazing, life-changing skincare. Awesome. And Desiree has commented yes to get the download. Awesome, babe. So yeah, if you want to grab these downloads, I can send it over to you in just like a 2-page little PDF. You can save it for later on. Okay, so my next Facebook Live, Facebook fan page hack is live. Now, I'm sure a lot of people are going to be cringing at this hack, but Facebook is actually saying that live video is up to 6 times more engaging than regular posts. Oh my freaking God, 6 times more engaging. So if you have a think about what we've already spoken about, Facebook is saying that it wants to promote content that is creating engagement and creating connection and community. Well, there's nothing like creating engagement, connection, and community than a live stream post. And Facebook is even taking this one step further with the introduction of Facebook Watch. Now, Facebook Watch, I'm pretty sure is launched in America already. It's coming here in June of this year. Facebook Watch is going to be like the new Netflix. So just like you go to Netflix and you watch your favorite TV series and you binge watch it, you watch 10 episodes all at once, that is what's coming to Facebook Watch, and that is the future of Facebook. So if you're trying to figure out what I should do in the next 12 months with my business, then I would definitely recommend investing in a live stream episodic content. So regular episodes of live streaming, or even regular video content. So regular episodic content is the direction of Facebook. It's the future of Facebook. So you heard it here first. If you're not comfortable with live streaming, if you're not comfortable with being on video, just comment yes below and you will actually be going into my bot, and my bot will send you some tips on presenting like a pro. So TV presenting and video presenting is actually a learned skill. It's something that I teach a lot, and it is not as scary as you think it is. It just actually needs a little bit of training. But Facebook Live is a definitely the future of Facebook. So figuring out what you can do in your own business, whether it's an educational style content like this, whether it's a behind the scenes, whether it's a making of, whether it's a Q&A with your staff, whether it's a day in the life of. So thinking about what you can do to take people behind the scenes and create regular episodic content is definitely the future of Facebook, and it's definitely going to help with your engagement. Okay, so then my tip number 3 is engagement looping. Shout out to Amanda Bond. Amanda Bond is the Facebook ads guru, the ad strategist, total epic boss babe, love her. And this is actually one of her strategies that is killer. So the whole idea of engagement looping is to create engagement and conversation on a post. So you use, so Facebook actually said, in the update, it said, when the interaction requires some effort. Okay, so when the interaction requires some effort, that was actually what they said in the post. So what they're saying there is that when we engage with our friends and family, we don't just have one-line responses, right? We have a conversation with our friends and family. So we go like, wow, you look great. I'd love to visit that place. Or when did you go there? And you ask open-ended questions, right? You have a conversation with your friends and family, and it requires some effort. It's not just like passive scrolling. So this is what Facebook wants you to do on your business page. So Facebook believes that you're more engaged with posts that inspire back and forth discussion in the comments, and posts that you might want to share and react to. So your job as a business owner is to actually start these conversations and comments on your posts. The way that you do that is with engagement looping, right? So here is what engagement looping looks like. When someone comments on your post, so say someone comes and comments on your video and they say, great video. What you do then is a 4-part system. Step number 1, you like their comment. Step number 2, you do your first comment with like an emoji or a star or like a happy face. Step number 3, you comment with a thank you style reply. So like, thanks for stopping by, glad you liked it, hope you were inspired, appreciate your comment. And then comment 4, you comment with a thoughtful response that requires effort, thanks Facebook, and asks an open-ended question to keep the conversation going. And remember, and so just to recap your 4 steps, like the comment, comment with an emoji, comment with a thank you style reply, and then comment with a thoughtful response that requires effort and asks an open-ended question to keep the conversation going. If you want to get these 4 steps, just comment yes below and I'll inbox you these on a PDF so you can save them for later. But they're your 4 steps, which are engagement looping. And what this is going to be doing is that it's going to be triggering the algorithm, right? So what we know about the algorithm is that the algorithm is sensitive to time. So if you do a post and within that first hour, that post gets like 50 comments and engagements and reactions and likes and shares, then Facebook thinks that that post is relevant and timely. So what it's going to be doing is serving that post up to a larger and larger audience. So the way that you can generate, sort of hack that algorithm into thinking that you've had a lot of engagement is to do engagement looping. So even though you've only had one person comment, so someone comes over and they comment, then you go like, emoji comment, thank you comment, thoughtful comment, you've now automatically up to 5 engagements on that post, and that's going to get more reach organically in the newsfeed. So that is a really great thing to do. And if you think about like how we interact on Instagram, a lot of us do this on Instagram, right? So on Instagram, we reply to every comment, we go back over to someone's page and we reply on their page, we have conversations. This is how we engage on Instagram, but it's not how we engage on Facebook pages. It is how we engage in Facebook groups. So what Facebook wants us to do is to get that level of connection and engagement going on our fan page. Are you guys loving this? If you are loving this, leave me some freaking hearts, y'all. I feel like this is some really juicy content. Let me see. Jenny Nora is saying that awesome tips. Thanks, Jenny. Hey, Amy. Hey, A&G. Thank you guys for hanging out. If you know someone who needs this in their life, if you know a fan page owner, if you know a business page owner, can you please share this with them? Because these are awesome strategies and they're really easy to do, so everyone can do them. So please share these with someone that you know who is a fan page owner. Also, another little hack on the whole engagement looping thing. Did you know that you can segment your audience to only share your posts to specific people on your page? So for instance, on my page, I have heaps of people that are just into their fashion, right? Because I'm super fashion stylish, you know, ex fashion editor. Then on the other people on my page are boss babes, so people that are interested in fan page algorithm hacks, right? So what you would be doing, what you can do when you do a post, you can actually, rather than posting it to everyone on your fan page, you can segment that. There's a little icon next to post it's like a little compass, and it says send to preferred audience. So you can actually select the people on your fan page that you want to send your content to that is going to be most relevant to them. So for instance, if I was going to send this post out, I would send it specifically to people that have are business page owners or fan page admins. So what that is doing is that those people are going to see my content first. They're going to engage with my content. They're going to like my content because it's relevant to them, right? And I'm not going to share that content with people who are into their fashion, because people into their fashion are probably not into their Facebook algorithms. So you can actually segment your posts when you're posting it to automatically go to the people who it's most relevant to. So you can, and if you want to know how to do that, just comment yes, and you can just, I will PDF that because it's a little bit hard to see, but I've got a little image of that in the PDF. Just comment yes below. Trishy is loving it, Vivian is loving it, Julia is loving it, and Kerry has asked any point in going back to previous posts and doing the engagement looping thing. So the algorithm kind of works like this, Kerry. So you get most engagement like that, and then it kind of dies off over the first hour is highest engagement, and then it kind of dips off after the first 24, 48 hours. So if you've got a post with a lot of comments that people are still really active on, you can certainly go back and do that. But after like the second or third day, it's pretty much all over, right? So what you want to be doing is whenever you post a post on Facebook is staying really active and being like engaging with people, like responding to people, all that kind of thing. So making sure that you're really responding and engaging right off the bat as soon as you post it. So guys, hopefully you're loving this. If you are, share it with someone who needs these hacks in their life. Okay, so then now this is a bit of a techie one. It's called crunching your numbers. So again, gone are the days where we can just like post anything on Facebook and get great organic reach, and we don't have to be too smart about our Facebook engagement. But if you want to grow your audience and if you want to grow your business by your fan page, then I would highly recommend crunching your numbers and really drilling down on your engagement rate and analyzing what works and what doesn't work. So the brands that are going to win at Facebook from here on in are brands that take time to listen, analyze your performance data, and double down on the things that are working best for you. So how do you do that? Well, if you go to your business manager and you go to Insights and you click on Post, you actually get a graph of all of your posts, right? I don't know if you've ever looked at that before, but sometimes that data is mind-blowing because some of the posts you're like, wow, people really love that. And then the posts that you think were good, people didn't like at all. So it's always really interesting to get in there and have a look. It's got like lots of little bars, which are really easy to read, and it's got your engagement metric. So there's a metric that I want you to calculate every week, and it's your engagement rate, right? So it's the number of total engagements. So if the way that you add that up, so say you've got a video that's got 1,000 views on your video, you have 50 likes, 150 comments. So you've got 100 reactions on that post, and there's 1,000 views. So the way that you calculate your engagement rate is by going 1,000 divided by 100, and that's going to give you a 10% engagement rate. Okay, so engagement rate is your views divided by your reactions. Again, click yes, and there's a little graph that shows you how to do this in my PDF down below. But I would recommend doing a weekly reporting of all of your content and a weekly recording of all of your analytics. What I would be doing is looking at the stuff that does work and doing more of that, doubling down on that, and then definitely looking at the stuff that doesn't work, so the stuff that people are not responding to, and deleting it from the page and making a note to never do it again. So dishing up to people with what they want is where it's going to go in the future. Renee has said posts with lots of text seem to not be picked up well in feeds. I mean, I don't know about you, Renee, but people don't really want to like read anymore, right? People are only interested in watching videos or, you know, passively watching, I guess. Okay, so that is my tip number 4. Let me just check my notes here. Guys, leave me some hearts if you're loving this. Give me some thumbs up if this is cool for you. Okay, I think that's all. Yeah, I wanted to say that. Now, hack number 5 is just really getting back to basics. So what I mean by that is asking for engagement, asking people to turn on notifications, asking people to click on see first. So did you know that when people click on like, so they like your page, next to like there's a button called following. When you drop down that button, you can click on turn on notifications and you can click on see first. So see first will come up at the top of your feed. Whenever you log in with your family and friends, your page will come up as see first. You can simply ask people to click on see first, and I would love it if you guys could click on see first for me and even click on turn notifications so that you know when I'm going live. So, and the other thing to do is to ask for engagement. So just as I'm about to do, if you're loving this, give me some thumbs, give me some hearts, give me some love. These are all triggers to Facebook that your content is engaging and relevant and creating interaction. This is what Facebook wants, right? So give me some thumbs and some love hearts, guys. And the last thing to remember here is don't forget that you don't want to drive traffic off of Facebook. So we're getting into a bit of Facebook funnel strategy, which is actually my last tip here. So what you want to be doing is to use your Facebook post as an engagement tool. So your Facebook post, your initial post, should be to drive engagement on your Facebook page. You never want to send people off of your Facebook page because in that top end of the funnel, because Facebook is going to give that less time in the newsfeed. So obviously Facebook wants you to stay on the platform. So if you're posting a blog and going, hey, click over to my blog, Facebook is not going to show that. You're not going to get organic reach on that because Facebook doesn't want people to click onto your blog. Facebook wants people to stay on the Facebook platform. So one way around that is to either post your external link in your first caption. So for instance, you know, doing a post and being like, here's my latest blog post, adding an image, and then in the comments be like, click here if you want to read more. So that will actually work. But the other thing that I would recommend doing is to use Facebook as top of funnel. And then once you've got people that have engaged with that post, right? So by top of funnel, I mean, create something that's really engaging, such as a Facebook live stream. Like so far we've had like 83 comments, 2 shares. So it's a lot of engagement on this post, right? So you use this as your top of funnel, and then you put those people who have engaged with your post into a retargeting audience. So Facebook has a custom audience called retargeting. Facebook, you create a custom audience using retargeting and then retarget them with either ads or a second line funnel or next step down in the funnel. So let me just share what that looks like with you now. Let's just double check if there are any more questions. Going to take a sip of water and then we'll get into some funnel strategy in a second. Okay, so my last one, which I actually don't think you can see, but I'm just going to hold it up here, is called Pay to Play. So what that means is to create Facebook funnels, Facebook ad funnels using the strategies I'm about to share with you. Now, guys, if you know someone that needs this in their life, if you know a Facebook fan page owner who is going to be affected by this change, if you know someone who is going to be struggling in their business because of the change in algorithm, can you please share this with them, or tag them in the comments below so that they get this awesome, juicy advice. And if you want to make sure that you grab these tips for later on, just comment yes below and I will inbox them over onto your DM straight away. Okay, so then my last and final juicy tip is to create a bit of a funnel with your Facebook content. So obviously we know that Facebook is heading to pay to play, right? So the real winners here are going to be the brands that are able to increase their organic reach and then using the strategies that I've shared here, and then amplify their content with ad spend. It is definitely going to be pay to play, and if you don't know how to advertise on the Facebook platform, now is the time to learn. Just a little caveat here, do not ever boost a Facebook post. The quickest way for you to lose money in the entire world is to boost a Facebook post. It's quicker than going down to the pokies and throwing your money in the pokies. Do not boost a Facebook post. Learn how to do a proper ad campaign. So what I'm talking about here is the simplest and most cost-effective way to advertise on Facebook is not to advertise to cold audience, which is what a lot of people are doing, but rather advertise to warm audience. So second line down in the funnel. So a warm audience is someone who already knows who you are. So someone who has already been through a brand awareness step. So a brand awareness step would be something like this, a live stream or a post that has a lot of engagement. Because it's got a lot of organic engagement, Facebook is going to be sharing it out to a lot of other people's newsfeed. Because I've had like over 100 comments now, all of those comments are going to be showing up into all of their friends' newsfeed, right? So this post has got a lot of organic reach in it. So what you want to be doing then, so I've got a large warm audience. These people know who I am, they've heard of me. So this is first step of the funnel. Then second step of the funnel is to send a basic retargeting ad. So get excited, because everyone who's watching this right now, by the time you get off this video, there's going to be an ad from me waiting for you in your newsfeed. It's called a retargeting ad, and what I'm doing is retargeting anyone who has engaged with my video. So it's actually a video views audience, and I'm sending it to anyone who's watched more than 10 seconds of my video, and I'm retargeting them with a simple opt-in offer, or you know, you could do anything. You could send them to your website, you could get them to read your blog post, you could get them over to your Facebook DM, you could do anything that you like. But that retargeting is a lot more cost effective and a lot more engaging as well. You get much higher bang for your buck because you're not targeting to cold audience, you're targeting to warm audience, right? Second step down the funnel. So retargeting your warm audience using custom engagement audiences, anyone who has engaged with your post, anyone who has watched a video, because they already know you, they're warm, you can send them a friendly follow-up asking them to go next step down the funnel. Maybe next step would be an opt-in, getting their email address, or next step could be coming over to your website, or next step could be downloading a freebie. So that's the way that you start driving people down your funnel in a really cost-effective way. So it's not serving ads to cold audience is very expensive, and boosting posts is a huge waste of time. Do not boost your post. But sending people down a funnel like that is a really cost-effective way of advertising on Facebook. So Amy is saying, didn't know about a boosted post. Yes, Amy, do not waste your time on boosted posts. And yeah, Facebook, yeah, I won't go into that now. And Amy has saying, do you do post engagement advertisements? No, I would never advertise a post engagement. Although now with the new algorithm change, perhaps that is something that you could do. You could possibly do like a little $5 boost or a $10 boost for the first, you would run it for 24 hours only. So you would do a real quick little boost. And what that would do is it would send it to people who are likely to engage, so people who are engagers on the platform. So I'm not an engager on the platform. So no, like if you were doing an engagement ad, it wouldn't show to me because I don't engage on the platform, right? So an engagement ad would show to people who are really engaging. So they're the people that you know, comment and like and really post reactions. So you could definitely do that as a strategy, Amy. You could do your post and then you could do like a $5 or $10 boost, really, you know, for the first 12 hours or 24 hours. And that way you would trigger the algorithm to kick in. So I don't know if I would be doing that on every post because like it's not a great strategy. Like, you know, that's a top of the line strategy. So typically you don't want to spend a lot of money top of the line, top of the funnel. You want to spend your money down further down the line. But that is a way, like if you had a post that you know is going to go well, but you just want to give it a little boost, you could definitely run like a little engagement advert, like a little engagement optimized for page engagement right off the top. That would be a good little strategy. Does anyone have any other questions for me? Because we're coming to the end of my Facebook page hacks. So just to recap, acting like a human. So, you know, engaging with people, starting conversations, sparking a community in the way that you would on your fan page or in a group. Live. So video, live streaming is definitely the future of Facebook. If you don't know, if you're not comfortable doing live streams, or if you're not comfortable being on camera, just comment yes, and I will send you over some information on my top 10 tips for presenting like a pro, so that you're a pro presenter. Number 3 is engagement looping. That is the 4-step process that we ran through. Step number 1 is to like their reply. Step number 2, comment with emojis. Step number 3, comment with a thank you. Step number 4, comment with an engaging, thoughtful response that requires effort and encourages conversation. If you want to get them as a recap, just comment yes below, and I'll get you them over in your DM. Number 4 is crunch your numbers. So doing a weekly audit of your posts, going into your posts and calculating your engagement rate. So the reach over your reactions. So figuring out the engagement rate of each of your posts and doing a weekly analysis. Which post worked really well? Which post didn't work well? Go back and delete the posts that don't work well, and then do more of the posts that do work well. Back to basics just means asking for engagement, asking asking people to turn on notifications, asking for the like, for the share, and also not sending people off of the platform. So you don't want to be sending people off of Facebook. Obviously, Facebook doesn't want that. They want you to stay on the platform. And then the last strategy is pay to play. So pay to play means using these 5 strategies to boost your natural organic engagement, and then using a retargeting custom audience to anyone that has engaged with any of your posts, and retarget them with a low commitment offer. So something like an opt-in offer, or a low cost offer, or go to your website or visit your blog or anything like that. So let me know. These are my tips. I would love to hear what you think of them. And if there are any questions, now is definitely the time to ask. If you have a fan page owner, if you know a friend who is going to be, her business is going to suffer because of because of the new algorithm. If you have someone who runs a business and you know that they need these tips in their life, then please share this with them or tag them in the comments below, and give me some love hearts, guys, if you are loving this. I'm just going to scroll back through and see if there are any other comments on here, so that I can answer any comments. And if there are any other comments, let me know. Otherwise, we'll start wrapping this thing up. Okay, cool. So, okay. Not sure if I can see any of the other comments. Loving these tips. Amy's loving them. Great. Catherine is saying yes. Awesome. Okay, guys, let me know if there are any other questions. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap this up. I've just been ranting for the last 40 minutes on the Facebook algorithm. Hopefully, you've understood that it's not the end of your Facebook page engagement. So making sure that but we just need to be a little bit smarter with our what we're doing. A lot of us have really developed these kind of strategies over on Instagram, but I know myself, I'm super guilty of this. I just post whatever on Facebook, and I hope that the algorithm is going to give me reach. But those days are over. So make sure that you follow these hacks and get your organic reach up, and then amplify that with some ad spend. If you guys want help with your ad spend strategy, let me know, and get excited to be retargeted, because you're about to receive a little retargeting ad in your newsfeed when you get off of here. So make sure you give me a little love on that. Hanadi, thank you, babe. Jenny, love you, babe. And Louise, thanks so much for hanging out. If you guys need anything from me, just let me know. And yeah, I look forward to engaging with you and building a community and connecting and interacting with you really soon. Have a beautiful Friday. Bye-bye. I don't actually know how to turn this off. Here we go.